and gentlemen, sorry to interrupt you, but I just wanted to make you aware that we have 5 minutes until we commence tonight's proceedings. 5 minutes, everybody. Grab yourself some refreshments, wound up that conversation, find yourself a seat, and we're going to get started soon. Thank you very much. Hello again, everybody. Just a little reminder, we are starting very shortly, 2 minutes in fact. So if you haven't found your seat, you might want to find it. If you haven't found your drink, you might want to find that too. If you haven't found a friend, there's plenty of them. You can just have a look. But 2 minutes, and we're going to get this party started, everybody. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going live in a few more seconds. So this is the please take your seat for reals this time. Beautiful. A very good evening to you all and welcome to the 2023 PIA National Awards for Planning Excellence presentation. I am Ingrid Cumming, you knew that, and I'm going to be your MC for the Planning Congress for 2023, lucky you. And it's my pleasure to be your host for tonight's wonderful awards in Planning Excellence this evening. How are we all feeling tonight here at Adelaide Oval? You guys are crazy, I love doing this gig. Planners know how to party. Tonight is a very special occasion, ladies and gentlemen. We're celebrating with the entire planning profession, and I'd like to welcome everyone who's joined us here tonight at Adelaide Oval, Adelaide, South Australia, and also to those joining us virtually. Welcome to you all. Hello, everybody in virtual world. You should be in South Australia, but it's okay, you're here virtually. We still love you. Tonight's going to be a fantastic night. I hope you guys all enjoy the night with your colleagues, friends, and family. But first, I'd like to acknowledge that I'm hosting this night's event from the lands of the Kurrina Miyuna people. I also acknowledge the traditional custodians of the various lands on which you and I and everyone join from us here today and where we come from, the Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander people participating in this event. We pay our respects deeply to those elders, past, present, and the emerging leaders, and celebrate the diversity of Aboriginal peoples and their ongoing cultures and connections to the lands and waters. In my people's language, from the Whadjuk Noongar country, we ask those old people to come and look over all of us as we do the good work and we walk hand in hand in reconciliation in this beautiful country. PIA Awards Night for Planning Excellence showcases leading practice and achievement in planning and the planning profession across a range of planning disciplines and sectors. Leadership in planning, particularly in the face of adversity, is acknowledged and applauded. In all, these awards are a chance to celebrate, recognise and reward outstanding planning and planners. I hope we're taking this opportunity to celebrate at this difficult and uncertain time that brings you a moment of joy and connection with your colleagues and your profession. I would now like to invite Darren Cromie, or who went to Tassie last year, hands up, what do we call him now? Uncle Darren, that's right. Who's not just our uncle, but he's also the National President of the Planning Institute of Australia and the Chair of the National Awards Judging Panel. Please welcome Uncle to the stage.
Whoa. I trust you heard that down the back. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Adelaide. It's a great pleasure for me to be here with you this evening and to welcome you all to this year's National Awards for Planning Excellence. Before I start, I'd also like to pay acknowledgement that we are tonight gathered on the traditional country of the Kaurna people, and I'd just like to personally pay my respects to elders past and present. At the awards tonight, we've got a full breadth and depth of the planning profession. I'd also just like to introduce a couple of our key visitors and guests tonight. I'm going to miss someone outright, so don't feel offended if you don't get singled out. I hate those long lists of VIPs. I had a long list. The ones I've left in are. So welcome to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander planners who are with us tonight. To the heads of our state planning, federal planning, or local government planning authorities who might be here. I'm going to single out a couple of our international guests. Joel Abizo and his wife have just arrived in from Chicago via Sydney, and Qantas managed to get them from a domestic to an international flight in 30 minutes. I've never had that done for me. All right, so well done you. Also like to say hello to Angela Brooks, who's the president of the APA. Joel, I should have mentioned, is the CEO of the APA. We've also got a couple of old mates from across the ditch. We've got David Curtis, who's probably known to most of you, the good-looking bald man with weird shirts. If you see him later, sorry, David. And Reg Prophet, the president of the NZPI. I'd also like to welcome all the elected officials who may be either with us online or here in the room tonight. To PIA fellows, members, life fellows, and everyone else in the room, welcome and have a great time. Tonight, we actually have the chance to honour the outstanding achievements of some of the most talented individuals in our profession. The awards actually give us a chance to highlight some of Australia's best planners and the most outstanding projects that we've got on offer around the country. It takes a special kind of person to work in the planning field, one who's both visionary and pragmatic, but also someone who's able to balance competing interests and create solutions that work and are sustainable. Tonight, we have the great privilege of honouring those individuals that have demonstrated the highest levels of excellence in the work they do. And tonight is about excellence. Before we dive into the awards though tonight, I want to take a moment to reflect back on the last time we had Congress here in Adelaide. Who can tell me what year it was? All right, I'll tell you, it was 2012. It was also the first time that it was attended by this quite, dapper, rather dark-haired COO by the name of David Williams. David spent 6 years with us as COO and then another 6 years as CEO before he stepped down from the role last month and Matt Collins took over. David's joining us this week for probably what's likely to be his last PIA Congress, because from here on out he's paying. Just thought I'd throw that in. And take the opportunity to pay tribute to David for the enormous contribution that he's made to the profession and to the Institute. You've given us 12 years of remarkable leadership, and in my view, it's transformed the Institute. We've seen a revolution in the organisation. We now have, I think, much better strategy, we've got good governance, and we're financially very, very sound. It's become a much more member-focused organisation. It's a lot more ambitious, and I think it's a lot better regarded. It's an organisation that represents its members well, and it represents the Planning Institute at the highest levels of government and represents the highest levels of government. As COO, David oversaw the conversion of PIA into a company limited by guarantee. He stabilised the Institute's rather volatile financial situation, and in parallel with Kirsty Kelly, the then CEO, they fostered a unified, high-performing team and a much better work environment. Together, Kirsty and David worked to craft a much clearer set of purpose statements for what PIA was all about. And they gave the Institute a much-needed operational focus and a lot more discipline. And that included bringing all of the divisions together into one PIA. David's overseen the establishment of registered planner. He's also actually set up the online portal and assessment standards and tools. And for this, we're now formally recognised in both South Australia and New South Wales, where the RP is a prerequisite for actually undertaking certain roles in those states. David was appointed as CEO back in January 2017. And he's held that position, as I said, until he stood down from the role and handed over to Matt last month. In my view, though, David's most significant contribution to the role was the role he played when we were actually navigating through the pandemic. I, for one, and a number of others in this room, probably vividly recall the board meeting we had in March 2020, the day that the then Prime Minister started announcing lockdowns, and we had to cancel Congress, I think, that day. That gave us probably our biggest crisis, and at least in my knowledge of PIA and RAPI. Probably others might have something else. But just to put it into context, in May 2020, we were predicting a $2.1 million loss in revenue that year, and we were looking to cut $1.3 million out of the operating budget, and David had already had conversations with staff about cutting back hours and going back onto furlong type arrangements. But what we found out of all of that was David did that with compassion. He treated people with humility and dignity, and in the end, we emerged, I think, with more members and a better bottom line than when we went into that. We didn't end up suffering the financial losses that we predicted. So in my view, we in this room probably owe you a pretty decent debt of gratitude, David, for your tireless efforts and your compassion during that period, because it was stressful, and particularly stressful on the staff who looked to you for leadership. So you've been instrumental in getting us up and running and getting us into a real national debate around climate change and Indigenous reconciliation. PIA's been one of the early supporters of the Uluru Statement for the Heart, and David really was the spearhead behind creating our Planning with Country Knowledge Circle. Under his leadership, we've also delivered our first national advocacy campaign based around getting climate-conscious planning systems up and running. Although David's not a planner, so he tells me repeatedly, I reckon he might know a little bit about it. But what you are is a great leader of people. You've got exceptional strategic insight, and you've got an excellent understanding of everything that makes our towns and cities work. And it's for those reasons that I'm really pleased to announce that tonight David's been made an honorary fellow of the Institute.
Well, we're breaking every rule tonight. Wouldn't surprise you that I'm actually lost for words. Just give me just 5 seconds, I'll find a few. When you're caught like this, you look for the three emotions. What am I feeling at the moment? Pride is the first one. Might be one of the 7 deadly sins, but pride it is. Pride in what the team in PIA, the small, modest little team, have been able to do over my 12 years, of what we took the organisation to be to what it is today. Humble to think that an old accountant is standing up here receiving an honorary fellowship of an organisation that I've loved is very humbling. A little embarrassed is probably the third emotion. As Darren said, I'm not a planner. I'm an old accountant. Why would I stay for 12 years in the planning fraternity and profession? It's not that I love spreadsheets. I do actually love spreadsheets. It's the people. It's planners have this incredible attribute of wanting to give, not wanting it to be about them. This sense of altruism, this legacy that we want to leave. That's what got me out of bed every morning. They're the people I want to be with. They're the people I want to have a beer with at the end of the day. And I have never met a planner I'm not happy to have a beer with at the end of the day. So we've broken the rules that you're not allowed to speak, and now they've made me speak. I won't speak any longer because we do want to get into these awards, but I am just so thankful for my time, for the support the board and everyone has given me. I'm going to do one little call out, one person who I could not have done this job without. It's a lady called Brenda Payne. And I actually would like to share this award with her because it was a two-person team. The two of us did everything together. So Brenda, I'm probably not allowed to say this, but I love you. Thank you so much.
I actually genuinely think we managed as a team effort to keep that from him, which is... I know. There you go. All right, returning back to the awards. So this year, the judges had a pretty difficult task in choosing winners out of 60 outstanding nominations that we had from around the country. The variety of nominations is impressive. From urban planners who are creating smarter, more connected cities, environmental planners who are protecting our natural resources, to transport planners who are improving the way we move around. Each and every one of the award recipients has made a significant contribution to the field of planning. From this year's finalists, we've managed to select 12 winners and have awarded 10 commendations. I'd like to thank the dedicated team of judges, and for those that don't know, there's one from each jurisdiction, and we also have an external judge assisting with the Planning with Country category. And they've worked diligently to go through those nominations and make their recommendations. I'd also like to acknowledge the awards teams in the states and territories, all of whom have played a really crucial role in getting those nominations to the arena tonight. On behalf of the judging panel, to each of the award recipients, I'd like to say congratulations. Your hard work and your dedication do not go unnoticed, and your contribution to the field of planning will have a lasting impact on our communities. Thanks very much.
You know, today we were doing a run through and you were looking at every PowerPoint going, there's slides missing. Yeah, there were. Can I just take another moment to give you another round of applause, everybody? That's a wonderful contribution and very well deserved. Should call you Uncle too, really, shouldn't I? All right. Thank you, Darren. So tonight's awards for planning excellence will not be possible without generous support of our sponsors, and we'd like to acknowledge and recognise them for their contribution for making this happen. So, principal award sponsor, AnyHub. Give them a round of applause because they're very important. And then we've got all of our fabulous category sponsors. So we've got the South Australian Department for Trade and Investments, Plan SA, Kelledy Jones, oh yeah, I agree, Kelledy Jones Lawyers, there you go, South Australian Department for Environment and Water, Urbis, URP, ID Informed Decisions, Walker Corporation, URPS, yes you are. Planned Resources and AnyHub. Give them all a round of applause. Thank you very much. And a special thanks to AnyHub for being the principal sponsor for the 2023 PIA National Awards for Planning Excellence. And I would now like to welcome Adam Beck, Head of Digital Urbanism, to say a few words. Please welcome Adam.
Ingrid, thank you so much for that introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, good evening. I'd also like to acknowledge the traditional owners as the custodians of the land for the Kaurna people that we're meeting on this evening, and pay respects to their elders past, present and emerging. It's with great pleasure that I stand here on behalf of AnyHub before you for this celebration that recognises excellence and achievements, which is the 2023 Awards for Planning Excellence. Tonight we gather to acknowledge the remarkable individuals, organisations and projects that have demonstrated unparalleled dedication, innovation and a commitment to the respective fields of planning. The awards aim to shine a spotlight on the outstanding contributions that are inspiring all of us to reach new heights. In a world filled with challenges and uncertainties, it is crucial to acknowledge those who push the boundaries, challenge conventions, and help us redefine what's possible for the planning profession. These awards are just not about recognising success, they're also about honouring the journey. It's about acknowledging the countless hours of hard work and the sacrifices and the determination that went into achieving the best outcomes for our communities. Tonight we will witness stories that inspire, stories of resilience and perseverance, and stories that remind us of the power of the human spirit and why we do the work that we do. We'll celebrate those who have moved their creativity and innovators that has transformed our practices, but beyond the individual achievements, we'll also celebrate collaboration and collective effort. This is something that EnerHub has benefited from for over 2 decades in the work that we do, and we acknowledge the critical role that collaboration plays in driving best practice. No one entity can do it alone anymore. As we embark on this journey of celebration and recognition, let us remember that these awards are more than just an event, it's a call to action as well. It's an invitation for all of us to dream bigger, to strive for excellence, and to leave an indelible mark on the world and our communities. This is our goal as planners. So as we gather here tonight, let us be inspired by the stories of triumph and find the courage to pursue our own passions and goals in achieving the professional outcomes that we aspire to. EnerHub wishes all of the finalists the best of luck, and thank you and enjoy your evening.
Adam, just quickly, I respect a man who wears white kicks to a fancy event. It's a new fashion, ladies and gentlemen. Say no to heels. Thank you very much, and we appreciate your support immensely. The format of tonight's ceremony will include the introducing of all nominees, and the winning individual or project team will be invited to the stage to accept their trophy and have a photo taken. Commendations in each category will be invited to collect their certificates at the end of the proceedings and have a group photo together up here on the stage. So to help the ceremony run nice and smooth, if you're a winner, well done. Could you make your way to the stage as soon as your name's being called? No dawdling. We want to see you and celebrate you as soon as possible. All the project team is read out, and to keep this ceremony moving, we'll be reading out the next category as the previous winner is leaving the stage. However, we will invite the winner of the Young Planner of the Year category to say a few words. Young planners are the ones that get to actually have the voice tonight only. I love that, by the way. I think that's brilliant. Is that the Young Planner crew? Love your work. So please show some respect for those being presented. Hold your enthusiastic talk to after the ceremony, and we'd also like you to ask the sponsor representatives to be ready to come up on stage as soon as your category is announced. I hope you got all of that instruction. If not, too bad. No, just joking. So we have 11 categories to announce. So we've got a bit to go through, so let's get on with it. I'd like to now invite the PIA National President, Uncle Darren, to come back to the stage so we can get on with the show. Uncle Darren, where are you? Give him a round of applause. All right. You ready? Yeah. Love it. Yeah. Right, first category. Climate Change and Resilience Award, and it recognises projects and initiatives that provide outstanding leadership and or innovation that makes a positive impact on addressing climate change and can be held up as a case study of best practice for the planning profession. This category is sponsored by South Australian Department of Environment and Water, and I'd like to welcome Kate Hart, Executive Director of Environment, Heritage and Sustainability, to present the award. Give her a round of applause. Let's find out the nominees for this category.
Whitlam Display Village and Innovation Precinct by Suburban Land Agency in collaboration with Hayward Lance Architects. Urban Heat Planning Controls Package by Penrith City Council. Your Climate and Flood Smart Guidelines by Moreton Bay Regional Council. Adapt Now, Changing for Climate Change by Adapt West, cities of Charles Sturt, West Torrens and Port Adelaide Enfield, URPS and Living Stories. Climate Change and Planning in Victoria, ensuring Victoria's planning system effectively tackles climate change by Hanson Partnership. And City of Busselton, Coastal Hazard Risk Management and Adaptation Plan by City of Busselton in participation with Advisian.
All right. Now, the judges have awarded 2 commendations and 1 award for this category. The first commendation goes to, dramatic pause, Whitlam Display Village and Innovation Precinct by Suburban Land Agency in collaboration with Hayward Lands Architects ACT. Congratulations! The second commendation goes to Climate Change and Planning in Victoria, ensuring Victoria's planning system is effectively tackling climate change by Hanson Partnership Victoria. Congratulations. And I'm a big supporter of woohoos, by the way, so don't hold back. Now, the award for planning excellence goes to Urban Heat Planning Controls Package by Penrith City Council, New South Wales. Congratulations.
The Urban Heat Planning Controls Package, developed by Penrith City Council, will provide a much-needed and forward-thinking response to the pressing impacts of urban heat, exacerbated by climate change. The judges found this project worthy of the Climate Change and Resilience Award, given the comprehensive approach to both development controls and supporting guidance, underpinned with robust research and stakeholder input. The approach sets in place a framework with wide-reaching opportunity for transferability and implementation across New South Wales and beyond to address a critical issue in the shaping of our cities and communities in response to climate change. Congratulations, Penrith City Council.
A massive congratulations to you. Thank you, Auntie Kate. You're getting auntie and uncled. Uncle Darren, you still there? Oh, beautiful, excellent. Next award, Community Wellbeing and Diversity Award recognises the role of planning in improving access to social infrastructure for residents in cities, regions and towns. The award will celebrate great social planning and assists and supports community cohesion, safety and support of the cultural diversity. This category is sponsored by Urbis, and I would like to welcome my very good friend, Ray Heron, Group Director of Urbis, to present the award. Hello, Uncle Ray. Give him a applause. So deadly. Don't get jealous, Uncle Darren. I've got plenty of uncles. Right, let's find out the nominees for the categories.
Play Space Review, Richardson and Higgins by Tate Network, Transport Canberra and City Services. Alfresco Restart Package, The Festival of Place in Your Streets program by Transport for New South Wales, Cities and Active Transport Division. Yarrabah Microgrid, Creating Enduring Social Value Through Infrastructure by Yarrabah Aboriginal Shire Council, Energy Connect, Plans Town Planning and Transmobility Consulting. Cohesive Salisbury by City of Salisbury. Mini Madden by Public Realm Lab in partnership with Maribyrnong City Council and Victoria University. And Nalama Gnala Pop-Up Plaza by City of Stirling and RAC.
Fantastic. Now, for this one, judges have awarded one commendation and one award for the category. The commendation goes to Yarrabah Microgrid, Creating Enduring Social Value Through Infrastructure by Yarrabah Aboriginal Shire Council, Energy Connect, Plans Town and Planning and Transmobility Queensland. Congratulations. Okay. And the award for the planning excellence goes to Cohesive Salisbury by City of Salisbury, South Australia. Congratulations!
The City of Salisbury is to be congratulated on their decades-long diversity and inclusion policy and strategy. Through placing diversity and inclusion at the heart of their social and strategic planning, as well as their council plan, the City of Salisbury has demonstrated how to lead in a too often neglected space. The City of Salisbury's Cohesive Salisbury suite of strategies should be the template for all planners and social strategists, and is a very worthy winner of the Community Wellbeing and Diversity Award. Congratulations, City of Salisbury.
Congratulations, City of Salisbury. Thanks, Uncle Ray. I have to stop myself from saying congratulations. You know, Mario Kart. I won't do it again, I promise you. All right, next category. Great Place Award recognises a great place, street or neighbourhood. Great places have a true sense of place, cultural and historical interest, community involvement and a vision for tomorrow. This category is sponsored by the Department of Trade and Investment's Plan SA, and we'd like to invite Sally Smith, Executive Director, to present the award. Hello, Auntie Sally. Bet you heard that Mustang Sally comment about 1,000 times, but we'll leave that. Now, let's find out the nominees for the category.
The Parks CBD Vibrancy Strategy by King and Campbell. Cullen Bay Revitalisation Project by Jez Clark and Mark Granger of Clark and Granger. Fifth Lane Revitalisation Mackay by Mackay Regional Council and Mackay Laneway Project. Bell to Moorland Level Crossing Removal Project by Northwestern Program Alliance. And Mortak Wadani Wellington Square by City of Perth.
All right. Judges have awarded one commendation and one award for this particular category. The commendation goes to Bell and Moorland Level Crossing Removal Project by Northwestern Program Alliance Victoria. Congratulations. And the award for planning excellence goes to Murtak Wandaning Wellington Square by City of Perth, Western Australia. Congratulations.
The revitalisation of Mortak Wadani Wellington Square Park has resulted in a truly great place that is both functional and relevant to the community. It contains ample open space for recreation and landscapes tied to the many stories that connect the land to the people, including wetland vegetation, reflecting the historically strong connections for Whadjuk Noongar people to the place. In essence, this project is a great place due to its sense of scale, unique connection to culture, and the many ways it serves the needs of the whole community. Congratulations, City of Perth.
Guess where I'm from. Thank you, Auntie Sally. Uncle Darren, you good? Excellent. You're a man of stealth. I love it. All right. Congratulations again to the City of Perth. Now for the next category. Improving planning processes. Award recognises a significant improvement in planning process or major planning reform, which leads to good planning outcomes undertaken by a planner, planning authorities, local or state, territory and development entities. This category is sponsored by Kelledy Jones Lawyers, and I'd like to welcome Victoria Shute, lawyer, to present the award. Now let's see who the nominees are for this category.
ACT Planning Review and Reform Project, EV Ready Developments by Urbis, EV Choice and the ACT Government. Large Scale Solar Energy Guideline 2022 by New South Wales Department of Planning and Environment, Energy and Resources Policy. Beachmere Shoreline Management Project by Moreton Bay Regional Council. Land Division Video Information Series by City of Salisbury and Click Films. Transport Planning Reform by Department of Transport and Planning, supported by Cummins Planning, Glossop Planning, Peak Planning and Red Ink Planning. And Community Benefit Contribution Framework, South Perth Activity Centre Plan by City of South Perth, Hatch Roberts Day, Shape Urban and Element.
Lovely. Now, judges have awarded one commendation and one award for this particular category. The commendation goes to Community Benefit Contribution Framework by the South Perth Activation Centre Plan by the City of South Perth, Hatch Roberts Day, Shape Urban and Element, Western Australia. Congratulations. All right. The award for planning excellence goes to Transport Planning Reform by Department of Transport and Planning, supported by Cummins Planning, Glossop Planning, Peak Planning and Red Ink Planning Victoria. Congratulations.
The transport planning reforms are a comprehensive package of changes to the Victorian planning system to support integrated and sustainable cities and places. The judges found this project deserving of the award as a project of considerable scope, delivered with a comprehensive and collaborative consultation process, with results that can genuinely contribute to a positive and integrated culture of decision-making in the planning process. Congratulations, Department of Transport and Planning, supported by Cummins Planning, Glossop Planning, Peak Planning and Red Ink Planning.
Thank you so much. I feel like I'm being a bit protective of my stairwell. But congratulations, award winners. Fantastic. Well done. Now I've lost my way. So let's have a look here. My apologies, I have absolutely lost my way. Hang on 2 secs. All right, transport planning reform. We've done that. Sorry, this is an absolute schmishy by me. All right, next category. I can't be perfect, okay? Don't expect perfection. Planning Research Award. Planning Research Award recognises an outstanding achievement in planning research. It is awarded for a substantial piece of planning research and makes an outstanding contribution to understanding of contemporary issues relating to planning in Australia. This category is sponsored by URPS. There we go. So we'd like to welcome Matthew King, Managing Director, to present the award. Hello. Let's find out those nominees for the category.
Understanding Urbanism, a book for emerging planners, by Dallas Rogers, Adrienne Keane and Turin Elizadeh, University of Sydney, and Jacqueline Nelson, University of Technology, Sydney, editors and all the book's authors. Transforming Public Space Through Play, by Gregor H. Muse, University of the Sunshine Coast. Benchmarking Healthy and Sustainable Cities Globally, by Billy Charles Corty, Carl Higgs and Jonathan Arundel, RMIT, Esther Seren, ACU and Melanie Lowe, RMIT, on behalf of the Global Healthy and Sustainable City Indicator Collaboration. And Plan My Australia, evaluating long-term settlement scenarios for Australia through expert and community opinion, by Dr. Julian Boliter, Dr. Nicole Edwards, Dr. Paula Hooper, Grace Oliver, AUDRC, Professor Robert Freestone, UNSW, and Professor David Nichols, University of Melbourne.
Fabulous. Now, judges have awarded 1 commendation and 1 award for this category. The commendation goes to Understanding Urbanism, a book for emerging planners, by Dallas Rogers, Adriana Keane, PIA, and Turin Elizadeh, University of Sydney, and Jacqueline Nelson, University of Technology, Sydney, editors, all the books, authors, New South Wales. Nice collab, guys, well done. Now, the award for planning excellence goes to Benchmarking Healthy and Sustainable Cities Globally, by Billy Giles Corty, Carl Higgs and Jonathan Arundel, RMIT, Esther Seren, ACU and Melanie Lowe, RMIT, on behalf of the Global Healthy and Sustainable City Indicator Collaboration, Victoria. Congratulations.
This project is an excellent example of collaborative, outcome-oriented research. The research aims to create healthy, livable and sustainable cities through measurable policy standards and targets, which can be applied at a city scale and create a platform for ongoing refinement as data is collected. The project puts Australian research at the forefront of industry-leading best practice and is being explored for its potential application to WHO and C40, further cementing the quality of the project's methodology, framework, metrics and data. Congratulations to the project team.
Congratulations again. Thank you very much. Now, next category is Planning with Country. This award recognises projects and or initiatives which promote collaboration, understanding, appreciation, awareness and celebrates Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander knowledge, culture and tradition and their application to planning and land management. This category is sponsored by ID Decisions, and I would like to welcome Kieran McConnell, Population Forecaster, to present the award. Hello, Kieran. I love how you say hi back. Oh, hi. Friendly people here. Let's find out those nominees for the category.
Zion Engagement and Planning Training, Cultivating First Nations Cultural Capacity for Built Environment Professionals by Zion Engagement and Planning. Tallaroo Hot Springs Tourism Planning and Business Case by Awamian Limited and Plan C. Yitpi Yatapultiku Aboriginal Cultural Centre, Port Adelaide by City of Port Adelaide Enfield with Ashley Halliday Architects and Wax Design. Pangyanda Lake Tyres Camping and Access Strategy by Gunai Land and Water Aboriginal Corporation in joint management with Parks Victoria. And Rivermark by the Fulcrum Agency and CARDA.
Now, Uncle Dave, this is the first of its kind, this outcome, isn't it? So you guys were here for history in the making. There's actually 2 awards for this category. Couldn't put them apart, apparently, that they're both as fabulous. So the first award goes to Taraloo Hot Springs Tourism Planning and Business Case by One Limited and Plan C Queensland. Congratulations!
The judges were impressed with the Tallaroo Hot Springs Tourism Planning and Business Case and considered it an exceptional project supporting Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people to achieve their aspirations through planning. This project provides a leading example of how the planning profession can work with and for the Indigenous community to support, facilitate and realise their vision and aspirations for country. The judges were impressed with the highly collaborative, traditional owner-led strategic planning process that facilitated Awamian people to identify their aspirations and delivered an on-country tourism experience. Congratulations, Awamian Limited and Plan C.
Massive congratulations to you guys. The second winner for the all-time first in PIA Awards history is Zion Engagement and Planning Training, Cultivating First Nations Cultural Capacity for Built Environment Professionals by Zion Engagement and Planning New South Wales. Congratulations!
The judges were impressed with this comprehensive, bespoke, built environment industry training fit for a wide range of organisations. The highly praised training is designed to occur over a 3-month period, so people have the time to reflect, think and absorb, to then build capacity and action their commitments. The steps taken by Zion are enlightening, and the profession is better off for it. In the words of the judging panel, we need more training in this space if we are truly going to make a difference. Congratulations, Zion Engagement and Planning.
Congratulations to you, Sister Girl and Zion. I see deadly peoples, I've got to say, after that category. And now for our next category, which is Stakeholder Engagement Award, which recognises initiatives and outcomes in implementing best practice public engagement that achieves genuine collaborative outcomes that leads to improved built form, planning processes and social outcomes. This category is sponsored by ORIP, and I would like to invite Rachel Butler, Planning Team Lead, Environment, to present this award. Hello, Rachel. Nominees, please.
Child-oriented engagement to inform the Sir Joseph Banks Park Master Plan by Cred Consulting, Bayside Council and Collective Impact Arts. Beachmere Shoreline Management Project by Moreton Bay Regional Council. Village Conversations by Alexandrina Council. Healthy Streets Assessment in Maroondah by Stantec in collaboration with Maroondah City Council. And Thinking Global, Acting Local, Kalamunda's Climate Change Action Plan by City of Kalamunda.
Lovely. So the judges have awarded 2 commendations and 1 award for this particular category. The first commendation goes to child-orientated engagement to inform the Sir Joseph Banks Park Master Plan by Cred Consulting, Bayside Council and Collective Impact Arts, New South Wales. Congratulations. The second commendation goes to Beachmore Shoreline Management Project by Moreton Bay Regional Council, Queensland. Congratulations to you, mob. And now, the award for planning excellence goes to Village Conversations by Alexandrina Council, South Australia. Congratulations!
This award recognises that Alexandrina Council, using in-house resources, undertook a genuine, grassroots approach to community engagement through their strategic plan consultation process, Village Conversations. This small council recognised that improved, meaningful engagement was needed to ensure that the process would appeal to diverse local communities, resulting in higher levels of participation and richer responses. People of Alexandrina have influenced the strategic plan outcomes and have been authentically heard. Congratulations, Alexandrina Council.
Wonderful. The locals pulling in the bickies. Oh, I love it. Congratulations. And now for the next category. Strategic Planning Project Award recognises an outstanding strategic planning project which includes regional plans, structure plans, master plans, infrastructure plans, planning schemes and similar. The category is by Any Hub, and I would like to welcome back Brother Adam with the impressive white kicks to come back up here to present the award. Thank you very much. Look at them, they're beautiful. Impressive fella. You know who else is impressive? The nominees for the category.
Infrastructure Study for Woden Urban Intensification by SMEC, Canberra. Cumberland Plain Conservation Plan by New South Wales Department of Planning and Environment, the Resilience and Urban Sustainability Division. City of Darwin 2030 Suite of Strategies by City of Darwin. Scenic Rim Growth Management Strategy by Scenic Rim Regional Council and PSA Consulting. South Australia Walking Strategy 2022-2032 by Wellbeing SA and the Heart Foundation. New Bridgewater Bridge Major Project Approval by New Bridgewater Bridge Project Team, Department of State Growth. Hoddle Grid Heritage Review by the Heritage Strategy Team and Aboriginal Melbourne at the City of Melbourne and GML Heritage and GJM Heritage. South Perth Activities Centre Plan by City of South Perth, Hatch Roberts Day and Shape Urban. And Whiteman Park Station Precinct Concept Master Plan by Metronet, supported by the Department of Planning, Lands and Heritage and Hatch Roberts Day.
All right, this one, there is one award for the category, and that award for planning excellence goes to City of Darwin 2030 Suite of Strategies by the City of Darwin, Northern Territory. Congratulations!
The City of Darwin's 2030 Suite of Strategies includes a climate emergency strategy, movement strategy and greening Darwin strategy. Prepared in-house by the City of Darwin, these strategies represent a brave and innovative approach to tackling critical climate issues in the built environment. The strategies seek to create a cohesive vision for a cool, clean and green city. Together, the lead documents create a shared understanding, set of objectives and sense of ownership throughout the council, allowing for a multidisciplinary pathway for the evolution of the city. Congratulations, City of Darwin.
Congratulations, City of Darwin. And now for the next category. Technology and Digital Innovation recognises the value that digital innovation and technology processes provide for planners, planning authorities and development entities. This category is sponsored by Walker Corporation, and we'd like to welcome Patrick Mitchell, Principal Planner, to present the award. There were too many P's in that sentence. Please make him feel welcome. Let's see those nominees.
upgraded DA Finder app by ACT Government, Environment, Planning and Sustainable Development Directorate and Access Canberra. Bayside Council's integration solution with the New South Wales Planning Portal by Bayside Council, New South Wales. V2I Real Time by V2I Real Time. South Australia's e-planning platform by Planning and Land Use Services, Department of Trade and Investment. Digital Twin Victoria platform by Land Use Victoria, Department of Environment, Land, Water and Planning. And Smart City Open Data for planners and decision makers by City of Perth.
All right, we have just one award for this category, and that award for planning excellence goes to Smart City Open Data for Planners and Decision Makers by City of Perth, Western Australia. Congratulations.
The City of Perth has embraced the promise of the Internet of Things and big data through its Smart City Open Data for Planners and Decision Makers project. It has enabled the democratisation of data, enabling the community to not only understand the basis for decision making, but better plan their own activities. The use of sensors and the resultant data has helped optimise city and business operations. The open and transparent approach to collecting and sharing information encourages other agencies, organisations and businesses to share data like never before. Congratulations, City of Perth.
Congrats again to the home state, Western Australia. And I love all states, okay? I just need to let you know there's no favouritism up here, so I love you all. But let's get to that next category, huh? Tertiary Students Project Award recognises outstanding planning work by an individual or group of tertiary students. It is awarded for a substantial project, report, book, thesis, article or piece of research which makes a significant contribution to the planning and development outcomes. This category is sponsored by Planned Resources, and I would like to welcome Leo. Now, we practiced this on LinkedIn, didn't we? But I have failed it. Lemisak. No? Oh, close. I should have got it properly. My apologies. But he's here. He's the Associate Director, and he's here to present the award. Please give him a round of applause. Nominees, please.
A Gendered Reframing of the Public Domain at Night by Amy Wilkins. And Integrating First Nations Values, Perspective and Knowledge into State of the Environment Reporting, a case study of Queensland State of the Environment Reporting by Taylor Miller, Griffith University.
All right, we've got one commendation and one award for this one. The commendation goes to Integrating First Nations Values, Perspective and Knowledge into State of the Environment Reporting, a case study of Queensland State of the Environment Reporting by Taylor Miller, Griffith University, Queensland. Congratulations. All right, the award for planning excellence goes to A Gendered Reframing of the Public Domain at Night by Amy Wilkins, New South Wales. Congratulations.
This research, undertaken by Amy Wilkins, re-examined an important issue facing women navigating our cities and towns, especially at night. She examined the environmental conditions of the public domain and recommended how urban design and planning can better implement crime prevention initiatives to improve women's safety. This research identified how the framework she developed could be implemented and transferable to other settings. The project was an inspiring, easy to read and timely piece of work. The judges considered this to be an outstanding tertiary student project. Congratulations, Amy Wilkins.
Congrats, Amy. Uncle Darren, this is it. It's the last one. Yep. Do you need a stretch? You good? No, you're good. Just putting out the anticipation. Guys, the last category, the big one, the Young Planner of the Year. Whew. Young Planner of the Year award category recognises a planner, young planner who has made an outstanding contribution or achieved something significant. This category is sponsored by the Planning Institute of Australia, and I would like to invite Nicola Smith, Vice President of Planning Institute of Australia, to present the award for this category. Please welcome her on stage. Nominees, please.
Nagar Yazdi from the ACT. Samuel Austin from New South Wales. Fanush Shokufan from Queensland. Bunfu Yu from Tasmania. Kyra Collins from Victoria. And Cassandra Barrow from Western Australia.
All right. The judges have awarded one commendation and one award for this category. The commendation goes to Cassandra Barrow from Western Australia. Congratulations. And the award for planning excellence goes to Bunfu Yu from Tasmania. Congratulations.
Bunfu is an exceptional young professional with a particular passion for the planning and delivery of renewable energy infrastructure projects. Within her first 4 years as a practicing planner, Bunfu has gained experience in statutory, strategic and environmental planning, stakeholder engagement and project management. Through her current employment, Bunfu has been instrumental in the planning and delivery of a range of notable water, energy and electricity infrastructure projects. In doing so, she has demonstrated her ability to skillfully adapt, innovate, lead and deliver. Congratulations, Bunfu Yu.
Wowee. Bit lost for words. Firstly, I just wanted to thank the sponsors of the awards for making tonight possible. Also to the PIA staff and volunteers who make the Congress a really nice event for us all to, with a good lineup for us to indulge in. 3 days of learning and networking. Feeling really humbled, amongst you all. Also really surreal at the moment. Kind of just thinking I can't really see you all. But what I do know is that this award is actually not an individual award. It's only possible because of the opportunities that I've been given at my workplace. Many projects and people who, challenge me, support me, push me. But most importantly, they allow me to have fun at work and let my passion grow naturally. So to my colleagues at Intura, I've got Scott here with me today. To my colleagues at Hydro Tasmania, Ian Jones, who actually nominated me for the award, and also to the numerous planners, urban designers, engineers, and many other people who I've had an opportunity to work with and learn from. Thank you for being, sharing your knowledge with me, for being a sounding board for my wacky ideas and keeping me on my toes. Planning wasn't really always where I thought I'd be. 2 degrees down the path of a chemistry researcher, I figured science wasn't for me. And I needed an everyday that involved people and the environment, and that's what planning has given me. Planning has a collective vision to make places better for people, whether it's through our work, the courses we champion, or the way we represent our communities. It's also about our values, those which define us as a person, and that are behind our decision making, our ideas. And it's so important to not lose sight of them during our work. And as David just said, planning good spaces and places is our best way to give back. To all the other category finalists, congratulations. We've all come a really long way, and I'm sure if we asked ourselves in the first week of our first planning job whether within 5 years of launching into our career would be National Young Planner finalists, we'd probably say, what does that even mean? Lastly, to those here and online who may be fresh into their planning career, think big, harness every opportunity, question when you don't understand, learn to love the grey areas that planning blesses us with. But most importantly, have fun, enjoy the vibe, and surround yourself with those people who are going to challenge you to make you a better planner. Thank you.
Massive congratulations to you, Bonfu, for an outstanding achievement. A ripper speech too, by the way, you nailed that. I think it's one of the best ways to end it, to hear what the future of planning is intending to do, and for that word of inspiration. So a very big congratulations to you. Now, very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to feel underneath your seat. There's one more winner I need to announce. Just have a feel under your seat. Anyone find anything? No? You know why? Because you're all winners for being here tonight. Every last one of you. Coming here tonight, supporting your colleagues, your friends, your loved ones, or because the boss told you to be here. Either way, you are a champion for coming and supporting such a wonderful event tonight. What a great way to kick off the Congress as well. You get what you pay for, really. Which now brings this particular event to a close. So I'd like to congratulate all the winners tonight, all the nominees. Your dedication and commitment to planning excellence is certainly making a great difference in the cities and communities in which we live across this beautiful nation. So let's give a final thanks to all the finalists and congratulations to the winners. And also, Principal Awards sponsor AnyHub, once again, thank you for your wonderful shoes and your support, and for being a part of the presentation tonight. And also a big thank you to our category sponsors. We would like to acknowledge and recognise just one more time for their contribution, which is the South Australian Department for Trade and Investment, Plan SA, Kelledy Jones Lawyers, South Australian Department for Environment and Water, Urbis Arup, ID Informed Decisions, Walker Corporation, URPS, Planned Resources, and AnyHub. Give them a big one. And Uncle Darren for standing up here the entire time. He's a legend. Give him a big round of applause. Uncle Darren nails it every day of the week. So if you received an award or a commendation, please meet us at the trophy table to pick up your certificates and awards booklet. Am I pointing the right way? Please say yes. And to take a group photo on the stage after the welcome reception. So downloadable versions of the award commemorative booklets are now available on the PIA website. So if you'd like to share those with your colleagues, clients and stakeholders, or that person that said you couldn't do it, make sure you share it. Thank you for our virtual viewers. Hello! We didn't forget you once. Watching the awards from home, it's been a pleasure to be your host, and we're going to end our streaming of the awards here and move on to the Congress welcome function. I do hope, joining online, you had a good night tonight. You are all enjoying the celebrations, and to all, enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you very much. I'm just going with the music, and I'm just seeing that people are leaving. I certainly, the live stream didn't get that. They did. Happy for them. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not aware, we are kicking straight into the welcome reception. So if you could just kindly take your seats for a couple of more seconds. As impressed you all look,